Guys, this video is brought to you by Shortform, creators of game-changing non-fiction book guides so you can finally start knocking books off your list. These easy-to-digest book summaries are designed to simplify the learning process so you get more knowledge in less time. They're super detailed to ensure you get the book's key points at a very deep level. Shortform also includes interactive exercises to lock in what you've learned, along with smart insights to help you form better connections between the ideas. I spend about 20 minutes each morning reading Shortform. Lately, I've been consumed by their summaries on economics and entrepreneurship. This morning, I finished Atomic Habits and I highly recommend it. The new book guides and articles are published weekly, and subscribers get to vote on what books to cover. Get a free trial and an additional 25% discount on the annual subscription at shortform.com/Chael, or scan the QR code or click the link below. All right, let's talk the BMF belt. Now, I love this for a number of reasons, and I got to tell you, I would have predicted against it. In fact, I did predict against it. I was with the Schmo, and Helena, we were doing a press conference for bare knuckle boxing. It was Rockhold versus Perry, and the Schmo asks me a question, and he says, Dustin Poirier just got called out by Justin Gaethje. Just to remind you guys, this was Justin's idea. He says, "You want to see the fight?" And I am not a prude on those subjects, but that one felt different to me. But I'll tell you why. Because I watched the first fight between these complete studs, right? They're out there fighting, and we, the audience, know how good they are. The promotion is starting to catch on to how good they are. But the two of them remained humble. They thought they should be fighting each other. They thought they should be fighting for contenderships and rankings. After that fight, they both go on to become the champion of the world, right? But it was that humility. It was that humility that really separated them from the pack. So when Gaethje has the bright idea to call Poirier out again, both of those gentlemen are in a position to be fighting Islam Makhachev. And both of them could get that fight. Between Ali and Tiki, they could get that done and get that fight. The other side of the coin is when you have a new champion like Islam, you start to look for new contenders, not former contenders and former champions. So you end up in this real paradox of, what do I do? And between the two of them, it would not be very within reason that they're both going to be fighting Islam for a world championship. One of them might get that nod. My only point that I'm attempting to make for you guys in a long-winded way is I don't know what they would be fighting for. I don't know what those two would be fighting for. They're going to go and bludgeon each other. I mean, you're going to do it in the main event. You're going to do it for 5 rounds. If you'll remember, the first time Poirier and Gaethje fought, and they fought until they could not stand anymore. That's it. They put every bit of heart and toughness they possibly had out there, and they kept going till they couldn't stand anymore. And guys, that was a 3-round fight. Do you remember that? So when you're talking about rematching these two former world champions, you're talking about doing what we've already done 70% longer. And I got to tell you, when Schmo asked me the question, I was a little light on the idea. Of course, I love the physicality of the match. I'm just sharing with you, is this really what they want to do? Somewhere within inside of them, they feel as though business was not settled in that first fight. I don't know what that is. You don't see Justin Gaethje get worked up very often, but you also don't see Justin Gaethje attempting to go back to the well, trying to fight somebody that he already fought. Something that Justin has not yet revealed, something has kept him up at night about that first match. And I hope we get to the bottom of it before this fight goes. But when this fight got announced, they weren't just thrown out there. See, I feel like the point that I made to Schmo about why are these two fighting, I don't know the bounce that the winner gets is near as equal to the drop that the loser is going to feel. It just seems like too much is on the line in an unequitable direction. Well, all of that changes once you make it for the BMF. Every single word I just said changes. I mean, I'm talking about two guys. One of them's not guaranteed an opportunity. The other one is guaranteed to not have an opportunity, right? I'm talking about the stakes. No, hey, that's out the window. They're both going to have the opportunity right now. And it's so nice to see the BMF back. I never wanted it to leave. And I remember when Dana said, look, this BMF, it's a one-time deal. Don't expect to revisit it again. But it was such an overwhelming success. And Dana said that, guys, just so you understand, from a point of humility. He did not understand the credibility and the validity that him, as the president, coming in and making a statement for a title was going to have. Guys were willing to put their lives on hold. They're willing to sacrifice to different levels to have that belt. All because that man says that it's a title. And I don't think that he understood the gravitas that was going to have. So to see the belt come back, it's a very exciting thing. And even when Dana said this is going to be a one and done, I made a push just to bring back the super fight. Just bring back the super fight, but just put a belt up. Put a belt up, make it a title. It's something very special. It's not just an experiment or a guess. It's been tested within our sport. It's one of the things that was the foundation of our sport. It went away. It should have. Bring it back. And if we're going to bring it back, a one night only we've learned means this might not be linear. Right? We've learned that that's what Dana means by one night only, that, hey, this might not be linear. If Dustin wins or Justin wins, they might never defend it again. They might never fight for it again. But on special occasions, right, we're learning that. And that's awesome. I want it to be a little more routine. I wouldn't mind if it was linear. I like that. I like titles. I like opportunities. I got to tell you, it took me a few years, but I feel like the BMF coming back, feel like that means I won.